Anda para allá que lo buscaste. Y si mi alegría te lo enojar, con otra persona yo me voy a bailar. Cuando me tenías no quería tratar. Ahora que yo tengo fama tú me amas. Bye. Anda para allá. Anda para allá. Anda para allá.
Good morning, good morning. We're kicking off another full week of workouts. So in this video, I'll be going over a very detailed explanation of my exact workout split, what I train and when. I'll be giving you form tips and techniques. I've been even sprinkling a few high protein meals in here and there, okay? So if you're new to the channel, my name is Shay and I make fitness and health and lifestyle content. So if you're looking for some motivation before a workout or just some inspiration to start your fitness journey, hit that subscribe button to join the family. I follow an upper/lower body split. My workouts include push, pull, legs, cardio, and abs. On Monday, I could not fathom not hitting legs on a Monday. It's my hardest, most challenging workout, and conquering on a Monday just starts my week off on a great note. I train my legs twice a week. One leg day is a glute and hamstring focused leg day, and the second is a glute and quad focused leg day. So this is what works best for me, and it lets my muscles recover and grow. I have 2 upper body days. The first is a back and biceps. The second is a chest, triceps, and shoulder workout. The last day in the gym, I use it to like hit abs, core, and do some cardio. The weekends, I usually take it as my rest and recovery days. So on my 2 days off work, Mondays and Tuesdays, I treat myself to some pancakes, but not just any pancakes, some protein pancakes. So I've been playing around with different recipes as well as trying different ways to add protein to it. I cook with plant protein powder, I add a protein shake to the mix, I add eggs, I will use almond milk. So all these things are healthy alternatives for butter, oil, flour, etc. It makes for a great protein-packed meal before my heavy workouts. Oh, by the way, follow me on Instagram if you're not already, shay.butter, because I'm posting 2 to 3 reels per week showing you my workouts, my meal preps, and my favorite recipes. Ladies, tell me something. Were you ever just having a bad day? The day just wasn't going right, you're not in a good mood, work was shitty, and then you go hit legs at the gym and your mood just suddenly changes? I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because you're so distracted by pushing yourself that you forget all about your problems temporarily. But whatever it is, we love to see it. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but start dynamic stretching and warming up before your workout. I used to be able to only squat barely all the way down, and I just thought that my body was built like that, but no, come to find out, my hip flexors were just really tight. So the more I've begun to work on my hip flexors and opening my hips, I've noticed that I can hit a deeper squat, I have a better lockout on my hip thrust, and I'm not always in so much pain after leg days. I thought the pain was normal. It is not, okay? So ladies, start stretching. My favorite is the frog stance hip opener. So I use my elbows to push outwards against the insides of my thighs, and the stretch you get is so damn good. I didn't show it in this week, but the next week workout, I did show it. I did the stretch while holding a plate, and wow, that felt amazing. So if you needed an extra challenge, try holding a weight. Leg swings are also a sort of hip opener movement. I don't have a set time for these. I just do them until my muscles feel loosened up. You feel this instantly. Like if your hips are tight and you do this, you get that instant relief. Oh my God, so amazing. So I noticed that after sitting down a lot, especially at work, I have a lot of build up tension. So this really helps. So after doing my dynamic warm up and stretching, I'll do some band work just to warm up my glutes. I don't do too much because I don't want to exhaust them. I want to save all my energy for my hip thrusts. So no matter the workout, I try to focus on the I always say it's so weird. Compound movements first. So a compound movement is an exercise that uses multiple muscles at once. Since there's multiple muscles, your body's gonna take more energy and use more energy doing them. So it's funny because the way my hip thrusts go, it sets the tone for the rest of the workout. For example, if I go to do my warm-up weight and it feels really heavy, I get so pissed. Like I get mad. I'm like, come on, this was light last week. Like what's going on? But actually, it's normal to not feel strong all the time. Like different things affect our strength, anxiety, depression, our mood, our sleep. All of these things can impact you. So I also noticed that it's a huge mental thing. Physically, you know your body can do the exercise, but mentally, are you in the state of mind to do the exercise? It's a double-edged sword because when I'm anxious, I work out to distract myself, but if I'm anxious, I'm distracted during my workout. So yeah. But all in all, I always feel better after a workout, so don't skip a workout. I do my hip thrusts in sets of 10. I do 3 to 4 sets depending on my energy level. My warm-up is now the 45 plate with the 35 plate, which is 205 pounds. I'm so proud to say, which is crazy because my warm-up used to be 135 pounds, okay? So this really shows you what consistency looks like, and it shows you that consistency works. So I hip thrusted every single leg day, and I got myself up to this weight. Now I can't lie, some days this weight feels real heavy. So lately, as you can see see in this video, I'll stick with this weight, I won't increase it, and I'll just focus on my reps. But this day I tried to add 20 pounds, which would take me to 225, and it felt really heavy, like real heavy, okay? So I couldn't get as many reps as I wanted to, and I was like kind of pissed off, but that's okay, that's okay.
When the music go entrada, le vete para allá, solo déjame bailar, solo déjame pelear. When the music go entrada, le vete para allá, solo déjame bailar, solo déjame pelear. Yo era tú, todo me dudaste. Yo tenía todo, me robaste. Yo te lo di, tú arrasaste. Manda para allá, te lo buscaste. Sin mi alegría te lo voy a enojar. Con otra persona yo me voy a bailar. Cuando me tenías no.
So I move into Bulgarian split squats. Can someone please tell me, am I the only one who gets like really winded with these? Like I can't catch my breath. Like my Fitbit shows my heart rate as just up there, and I can't figure out why. I also sweat like crazy with these. Like I don't get it. So I mean, I guess it's just like the challenge that my body needs, but you can see me struggling with exactly how to place my feet so I can get the most like glute connection. I just want to get that contact in my glutes and not my quads. Question for you guys. Do you keep your foot flat on the bench or do you balance on your toes? Okay, because I've done both. Flat foot lets me get deeper into that squat, like into that Bulgarian split squat, and balancing kind of, so, I don't know, sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm just curious what you do. I'm just curious what everyone else does, but I'll do 2 to 3 sets of 10 on each leg, and then I'm done. I'm tired.
When the music go entrada, le vete para allá, solo déjame bailar, solo déjame pelear. When the music go entrada, le vete para allá, solo déjame bailar, solo déjame pelear. Yo era tú, todo me dudaste. Yo tenía todo, me robaste. Yo te lo di, tú arrasaste. Manda para allá, te lo buscaste. Sin mi alegría te lo voy a enojar. Con otra persona yo me voy a bailar. Cuando me tenías no quería tratar. Ahora que yo tengo fama, tú me amas. Bye. Manda para allá.
My new favorite exercise, I kid you not, has got to be the dumbbell RDLs. So I slept on these. I swear, I avoided these for so long. Ever since I found out how to target my glutes with these more than my hamstrings, it's been a game changer. So listen up. The more you bend your knees, the more glute focused it's gonna be. And the more you straighten your legs, the more hamstring focused that these are gonna be. I always used to feel these in my back, and it used to make me so mad. Like I get mad. If you understand that the Romanian deadlifts are actually meant to target the back, then you'll understand how to target your glute muscles more effectively. So I use the dumbbells to follow along my legs. I push my hips back, and I try to imagine that I'm trying to close a door with my butt. It's like when you have too many groceries in your hand and you're trying to close that car door. That's what you want to do, okay? So the spot where your hips can't be pushed back anymore is where you want to stop. So I used to make the mistake of going down too low, and this would just go past my flexibility point, and anything past that would cause me to have back spasms. So it's causing me to use my back muscles, all right? Which really hurts because it's a lot of pressure on my lower back. So I do 4 sets of 10 with these, really focusing on controlling the weight going down. When you're at the bottom of the movement and you pull back up, this is the hardest part. So I try to challenge myself and really feel that mind to muscle connection.
Cabrón, él me consiento para robar mi maldito corazón. Yo no puedo con estos machos que no tienen moral. Ahora yo soy la que lo voy a hacer fucking llorar. Yeah. Yo era tú, todo me...
So after pretty much destroying my glutes, I go to the angled leg press machine. I try to get into as deep as a squat position as I can, really open up my hips and focus on pushing with my glutes. I put my legs higher on the platform to target my glute muscles more. The higher and wider you put your legs, the more glute focused it is. The lower and narrower you put your legs, the more quad focused it is.
Yo tenía todo, me robaste. Yo te lo di, tú arrasaste. Manda para allá, te lo buscaste. Sin mi alegría te lo voy a enojar. Con otra persona yo me voy a bailar. Cuando me tenías no quería tratar. Ahora que yo tengo fama, tú me amas. Bye. Manda para allá. Manda para allá. Manda para allá. Manda para allá. Oye, mira. Ahora yo soy la que voy a hacerlo llorar.
So as a glute finisher, something to really just exhaust the muscles and tire them out, I use the back extension machine, but I make it glute focused. So I put it at a 40 to 45 degree angle, point my toes outwards, and I really push my hips into the pad, squeezing my glutes as I come up. This is a back exercise, but if you round your back and tuck your chin in, this lets you recruit your glute muscles. This is such a great movement to target the glute and hamstrings. Also, since it's a lower back movement, it really carves out and just gives you that shape to your lower back. It also helps build a shelf booty. So since I've been doing these, I've really noticed my booty just like sits up nicely and it really pokes out. I used to only be able to do these body weight because it would hurt me so much. And look at me now, I'm holding a 25-pound plate and I'm actually at a 35-pound plate now, so yay!
My grandmother had
Cactus?
like that, exactly.
So if you didn't hear, I'm officially a Jacked Factory athlete. I joined the Jacked Factory Elite team. If you want to save some money and support your girl, use code Shay at checkout for some money off. Honestly, when they reached out to me, I was so freaking excited because I've worked with them in the past, I've tried their products and I love them, and I couldn't think of a better brand to work with. So the Authentic protein bars are by far my favorite protein bar ever, okay? They're peanut butter based, 15 grams of protein per bar. It makes for such a great pre or post workout snack. So this entire week of workouts, I showed you which bars I ate, all my meals and stuff like that, but I have this pre-workout and post-workout. I've literally devoured boxes of these, okay? It's so good. So I just want to take a second to thank today's sponsor, Manta Sleep. They were kind enough to send me this sleep mask. I chose the silk mask because I have sensitive skin and I didn't want something rough brushing up against my face when I slept. So the reason that I wanted to include it in this video is because a part of a healthy fitness journey is prioritizing sleep. That's when your muscles repair itself and grow. So I suffer from insomnia, so getting a good night's sleep is very important to me. Part of my bedtime routine is blocking out all light, which is where the sleep mask comes in. It's hypoallergenic, breathable, and adjustable, not to mention it is super soft. If you guys want to get your hands on one, I'll put the link in the description box as well as in the comment section below. Thanks again, Manta. So it's Tuesday, that means it's an upper body day. While my lower body is resting and recovering, it's time to work on that hourglass shape. So I really like that sculpted shoulders and arms look on a woman is just so sexy. So also, the more I target my shoulders and back, the more hourglass my shape gets. So I switch between doing back and biceps and chest and shoulders and triceps. That was a mouthful. I switch between doing back and biceps or chest, shoulders, and triceps. There you go. It just depends on my mood. So lately my favorite thing to train is chest. I just love it. I feel so strong. I feel like one of the boys. It's improved my posture so much and it just really helps me lift my boobs naturally. So ladies, yeah. The bench press is one of my favorite compounds. It targets the shoulders, the chest, and the triceps. So I do 4 sets of 10 and I really focus on bringing the weight down as much as my shoulders can comfortably go. And then I push the weight back up, squeezing with my chest. So I also turn my wrist a little bit to put less pressure on my shoulders. If I feel any pain, I'll readjust my form. I'll start again. I start off with 25 pounds and I'll go up in weight once I feel that it's light.
Hit you with the know you feelin' my vibe. You said no before you, why you want try? Me, I feel light it up, cause me wild. No, you know for denying. Hard it, feeling like a dawn, yeah. I hit you with the notice. Every time now, they be saying caliente, caliente. Oh my God, muy caliente. That's me, you seen, I'm a 10. Looking
So for my shoulder isolation movement, I like to do lateral raises. So I use 5-pound plates because anything else just hurts me. So I imagine pointing my pinkies outwards, I keep a bend in my elbow, and I lift my shoulders up just until shoulder height, nothing more. And I do these in 4 sets of 10.
Hold that thought, all them things you wanna do. Got me feeling like it's time to go. Got the 9:15 for you. Esto era demasiado caliente para ti. Cause now you got to know. Now I'm too hot for caliente, you. Caliente, oh my God, muy caliente. I see you seen, I'm a 10.
Tricep pull downs are one of my favorite movements. Not so fun fact, before I filmed this exact clip, I was testing out the weight and I didn't notice that it was on a really heavy weight, and I went to do like a pull down and my forearm just felt really weird, like kind of like it snapped. Like I didn't feel any pain, it just felt really like uncomfortable. I was like, oh, ouch, that was weird. Let's stop that. Okay. So I lowered the weight and I continued the workout as normal. 8 p.m. fast forward, I'm sitting in bed, going to brush my teeth, you know, and my forearm just starts hurting, like this sharp, intense pain, like such a delayed reaction. But turns out I pulled my forearm. Yep. That's great. It went away after 4 days, but honestly, it was pretty sore. I had to put some muscle cream on it and rest the muscle. Honestly, it was such a stupid injury, right? But be careful, guys. Don't be like me. So with the tricep push downs, you want to make sure your shoulders and upper arms are straight. I can see in this video that I was literally pulling the weight down, which isn't really correct. So to recruit your triceps, you want to keep your elbows tucked into your sides and your forearms want to be the only thing that's moving so that you're recruiting the triceps. I prefer to use the incline bench to do bench press. It's also a lot less pressure on my shoulders and it targets the upper chest area. First, I warm up with just the bar, which is 45 pounds. I do these in sets of 10. I'll keep adding 5 pounds and see how that feels. I see why guys like working their chest, honestly, it's pretty fun. So I make sure I have my back pressed into the bench and really squeeze my chest to push the weight up. Since I don't have a spotter and I really don't want to bother anyone, like I'll just go until I feel like I'm about to fail, like as if I have one last rep and then I'll stop. Okay, I have failed before and it's scary, but you just bring the weight down to your lap and you just roll it off. It's fine. So after the bench press, I do a burnout exercise, which is the military press. So this works the chest, shoulders, and core. Also, if you did see my Jacked Factory merch, I hope you see it because I was flaunting it, you know?
Hit you with the know you feeling my vibe. You said no before you, why you want try? Me, I feel light it up, cause me wild. No, you know for denying. Hard it, feeling like a dawn, yeah. I hit you with the notice. Every time now, they be saying caliente, caliente, oh my God, muy caliente. I see you seen, I'm a 10. Caliente, caliente, oh my God, muy caliente. I see you seen, I'm a 10.
Wednesday is my first day back to work and I need to just burn off some steam. We're hitting back and biceps. So I do some dynamic stretching and warm up just to loosen up all the tight muscles. I start off with some bicep hammer curls. I do these in a superset. So I'll do 15 to 20 bicep curls and then I'll drop the weight, grab my resistance band, and I'll do 10 slowed and controlled bicep curls. So this has my biceps on fire. Like, you need to try this. And it's such a great burnout exercise. So after that, I have been doing the assisted pull-up machine. This has been one of my favorite moves. This machine makes it so much easier and it just really helps me exhaust the muscles. So I set the weight low enough to challenge myself, but high enough to let me get at least 10 reps. I felt really good this day because I decided to do some band assisted pull-ups. Like, who is she? I try to see how much I can do each upper body session. I just do like a burnout. I have to use 2 resistance bands wrapped around my knee to assist me, but it targets the muscles it needs to, so yeah. So after a set, I'll just do some dead hangs, just hanging from the bar, really loosening up my shoulder muscles. Like, once you feel that pop in your shoulder, like, oh, it feels so good, like instant relief. If you haven't done these, you need to try it, okay?
Hold that thought. All them things you want to do got me feeling like it's time to go. Got the 1:15 for you. Esto era demasiado caliente para ti. Cause now you got to know. Now I'm too hot for caliente, you. Caliente, oh my God, muy caliente.
So for my last move, I do some barbell bent over rows. I used to do these with the Smith machine, but the bar was just a little uncomfortable for me and my height, and it was putting a lot of pressure on my lower back. So with the barbell, I can really pull the weight towards my tummy and focus on using my back muscles to pull the weight up. I do 3 sets of 10. At the end of my workout, I'll just sneak in some cardio, just walking on the treadmill at 3.5 speed. My second leg day is on a Thursday, so by this time in the week, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm exhausted mentally and physically. Work is exhausting, my anxiety is exhausting, it's just a lot, okay? So I just wanna have a good leg day to improve my mood. I start off with some, say it with me, dynamic stretching and warm up, okay? So the hip opener, frog stance, some leg swings, forwards and backwards and at a side angle. I also do some banded warm-ups. So I set my weight at 205 pounds like normal. I do 4 sets of 10. I see how the weight is feeling, how's my form, how's my lockout, am I exhausted, do I have energy, and then I'll move up from there. So I superset my hip thrust with 10 body weight hip thrusts, and whoo, this burns so damn much. Like, try this out next leg day. I promise you won't be able to sit after this, okay? And that's the goal. That's how you gotta build a dump truck, you know?
Muy caliente, that's me, you seen, I'm attendo. Caliente, caliente, oh my God, muy caliente, that's me, you seen, I'm attendo.
So I do my favorite dumbbell RDLs, making sure I'm keeping a bend in my knee, pushing my hips back, feeling the extension in my glutes and hamstrings. Sometimes I do make the mistake of getting too low and I can feel it in my lower back. So I'll just stand up, correct my form, and make sure I'm feeling in my glutes and then get right back into it.
Hit you with the know you feeling my vibe. You said no before you, why you want try? Me, I feel light it up, cause me wild. No, you know for denying. Hard it, feeling like a dawn, yeah. I hit you with the notice. Every time now, they be saying
So after the RDLs, I use the angled leg press machine. Just like the squat, I focus on squeezing my glutes as I push the weight up. I try to get as deep into the movement as I can. I really focus on pushing the weight up with my glutes because I am really quad dominant, so it's hard to recruit my glute muscles. That's all for the week of workouts. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you didn't already. Subscribe for more fitness, health, and lifestyle content. If you got it this far in the video, comment some candy emojis, okay? Also, if you use my codes, thank you so much. I love you and I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Bye.